welcome back to the Black Wallet, where we are simply on a journey to build generational wealth, a journey that provokes our community to think of their generations. So in today's video, I wanted to take it to a more personal and practical approach and share my experience on how I made my first million kwacha, not dollars yet. I'm on a journey to reaching dollars, but I just wanted to share my experiences on my first million kwacha because there's several things that I learned through that experience that I wanted to share with you. Firstly, when it happened, I did not even know. I knew like 5 months later because I was so focused on ways that will continuously generate more money for me, which was assets as opposed to liabilities. I do not own a Gucci bag yet from a store. I do not own expensive clothing because I feel they depreciate in value. My goal was to be able to buy as many assets as I could such that they appreciate in value and increase my income before I even own a Gucci bag. But one day, it's not really my priority, but one day I would love to. I'm not saying no, I would love to, but it's not my priority. I didn't even know when it happened because I was so focused on work as opposed to the results. I only realized one time when I'm reviewing my year and I'm like, wait, I already made it like 5 months ago. So the greatest lesson I learned from that experience is your focus should be on the work and not really the money. Money is but a result of what you are working for. And when you focus more on the work, it will give you purpose such that when you even hit that 1 million, it's not really for you to boast, but really for you to invest and continue planting that seed into your financial system. So when it happened, I barely knew of it, but the lesson I took from it was focus more on the work, the results come. The second thing is it took longer than actually it should have happened because of the bad decisions that I made, because of the bad people I might have surrounded myself with, people who were very selfish in ensuring that what they wanted out of me was achieved and they didn't care about my future. So it took longer than I should have. Firstly, fear. Secondly, like I mentioned, the people I surrounded myself with, the mindset I had towards money, what I really believed money was. I felt that there were particular people who needed to have the million kwacha, have the $1 million, and yet it happened to me. So really the fear of holding back, what do I even need the $1 million for, the million kwacha for? What do I even want out of it? So fear was definitely holding me back. Just the fear of, can I even achieve? Am I worthy of achievement? I felt we as the African community are limited. You know, that's the concept I had. So not until I was able to overcome the fear, I changed my mindset to a mindset of abundance, to a mindset of acceptance that you can do it, you're capable and you are worthy. I also changed my why I needed to achieve that much of money. What will it do for my future? What will it do for my generation? Not until I did that, I felt that is what changed the narrative. Actually, it happened during a pandemic when most of the companies shut down, most of the businesses shut down. There I was making my first million kwacha, and what I learned from that experience is your harvest is not really determined by the economy you are in. Your harvest is not determined by what is surrounding you, but it's really the work and the effort you put in, the mindset to it. If you really are consistent to what you want to achieve, you're putting in the work, you're playing your game smart, that will happen. And it's not limited by the economy or the setup you are in. It's limited by you. Not until you decide you will achieve it, no matter what comes your way, it won't happen, I guarantee you. And you'll just be another person experiencing life as everyone else is. So it's important that you decide that you are different You decide that I'm not limited by what is surrounded by me, and above all, you just have to have purpose. Achieving this 1 million really didn't come from personal effort. It's when I decided I need to know how. So I was hungry for knowledge from people, knowledge from books. I would ask people questions. I would follow pages on Instagram that will motivate me to think. I like to think towards that journey. So I attended conferences, I attended events, I read books, as you can see. Generally, my hunger for knowledge provoked that to happen. I learned so much from different authors, life-changing books, life-changing events, just asking questions to people. Me, I'm not shy to ask a question. If I need knowledge from you, I will ask you, I will DM you, I remember I literally called someone who I never spoke to, and I said, is it okay if you can arrange a Zoom session with me? And by then she wasn't doing any Zoom sessions, and she called me, we spoke. I was like, I like your journey and I just want to learn how you're doing the investments, etc. And the person was really open to teaching me, and I really did learn a lot, which I practiced afterwards, and I built a relationship of that. So it's always important that if you could make it to $1 million, you must be consistent with wanting to learn. The next thing, actually, when it comes to the first 1 million story, is my weight loss journey provoked that. You know, it's really challenged me. It gave me a perspective of life differently. If you don't already follow Her Body Go, this is a sister company of the Black Wallet. Actually, the first baby I own before the Black Wallet. So under Her Body Go, really, what started off as a personal journey turned out to be a community. And what started off as me sharing my personal struggle turned out to be a safe space for myself and for other people. What really provoked me into beginning this generational wealth journey is I was never a person to work out. I was never a person to eat healthy. I was one person who would finish a bottle of Coke. And after losing weight, which was my biggest challenge, because I remember I would tell my roommate, every single month on the 18th, I'm losing 10 kg. Every single month, next month I'm starting. You will see the results. You'll be proud of me. You know, I'll speak like that. But it never happened. Why? Because I didn't put in the work. I didn't also put in my commitment. And losing weight really helped me get the strategy of life. It's a challenge that I faced, such that when life throws challenges at me, I constantly tell myself, you were never a person who would work out. Look at you, you've lost 30 kg on this journey. Look at you, you're building muscle, you're building strength. What more can't you do if you put your mind to it? That provoked me. You know, I would constantly be in the gym, and now looking at myself, I'm growing. So then I tell myself, it's a muscle. Life is a muscle. Whatever you exercise, you will manifest. It's about you making the decision in your private space, not public. Most people want, I'm starting this publicly, you even share it. But when you make a private decision, a commitment, and later you can share with the people. But what I learned for me is, through my weight loss journey, it provoked me to think even bigger. Her Body Go, for me, if you don't know what Her Body Go is, you really have to follow my journey, my weight loss journey, because that is what propelled me into being who I am today. I just felt I wasn't a person who would work out, yet I trained my muscle to work out. That means whatever I put in the effort, whatever I train myself consistently to achieve, I'm able to do so. That provoked me to say, you know what? I'm going to push myself to build wealth, not just riches. And I had a reason why I wanted to build that wealth. Long story for another day. In short, all weight loss did for me was communicate. Look, you trained yourself to lose weight, you can train yourself in this life. So I put all my best into ensuring that I hit my first million kwacha, because then that was the first currency I could push to, and now I'm on a journey to hitting my first $1 million as well. So weight loss definitely provoked me into this journey. It pushed me, propelled me into building generational wealth. Last but not the least, my greatest lesson with the 1 million kwacha really changed my choices, changed how I viewed life. Now I can't decide to be like anyone else. I have to be me. Some of the choices may not be pleasing for everyone, but they are pleasing for where I want to get to. Deciding what I can buy and what I cannot buy yet, till I'm able to build a certain momentum of my cash flow. It did change my choices as well, because like I mentioned earlier, it took me longer to achieve than I should have, because obviously of bad choices, trying to fix everyone's life. Someone will come to me, I have this problem, please help me. You give them, and imagine if I took the same amount of money and put it in an asset vehicle, how much will it generate? So for me, I'm constantly thinking of, if I can afford to just give you and it doesn't really also affect me, yes, I'm glad to. But if I'm giving you and I know this money is not helping you or helping me, we really have to figure out a way I can help you. Maybe I can help you get a job, something that will give you cash flow, as opposed to I just give you money and you also blow it up and then next you come to me. So it did change my choices, and I'm grateful for being on this journey, and I'm grateful for hitting my first million kwacha, because that really has changed my approach towards building $1 million. By the way, when I'm talking about $1 million kwacha, it's not like it's seated in the bank account. It's all in assets. It's all generating itself. It's all working for me instead of me working for it. So if you check my account right now, there's like yes, let's not get there. All this money is in the form of assets, secured assets, assets that will generate more. So the goal really is not you to have 1 million kwacha seated in your account, but your goal is to focus more on assets. And the moment I focused on assets and instead of liabilities, instead of trying to be the savior of everybody's financial situation, then I realized now I've hit the 1 million. So likewise, if that's the journey you want to get on, I'm sorry, you have to make tough decisions to make that happen. You also have to be wise with your investments. I've been scammed before, story for another day, but most of all, you have to be strategic about your approach for it. I can guarantee you it's something you can achieve. And most of it was quite limiting for me, because I felt I can only achieve this 1 million kwacha from my job. I kid you not, majority of that money, if not all of that money, really was raised from absolutely nothing to do with my career as a civil engineer. Until the next video, see you.